What's up, guys? If you haven't already started to feel a great degree of momentum for your 2026, then please use this video as a massive wake up call. All right, it's Shaka from Mind's Eye Status. I know I normally talk about communication skills as an executive communication coach, but we're family here. And I know you are on your way to becoming a grounded communicator, but that is virtually impossible if you don't have your own stuff sorted, if your own habits, lifestyle, goals, confidence isn't aligned with where you want to be. Now, I remember many, many years ago, I came across a video on YouTube by a gentleman named Brian Casella, and it was about New Year's resolutions. And he said something which stuck with me for the past 6 years, actually. He said, every year, of course, it's cliche to say it's an opportunity to recreate yourself. Yeah, sure. That's fantastic. But every year is also an opportunity to leave behind what didn't serve you. So to illustrate this, what I did with our Diamond Eye clients, our executive communication clients recently, actually it was in December, was we got them, and I'm sharing this with you so you can practice this as well. I don't want this video to be purely motivation. There'll be a bit of that, but I want it to be very practical for you. What I got my clients to do, and you can practice this, was to write down exactly what they wanted to do in 2026, why they wanted to do it, and who they decided to leave behind in 2025. When I ask you, who do you want to leave behind in 2025? I am referring to what version of yourself needs to die. And that might be a painful process. That's how you know you're on the right track, by the way. When you feel resistance. A wise man once said that pain that you feel of getting up early in the morning, or going to the gym when you don't want to go, or eating salad instead of the cake, that pain that you feel, that some people call a need for willpower, is actually your old self dying. Because the old version of you does not want you to succeed. The old version of you wants the path of least resistance. That's why people stay the same for years and years and years. So, are you going to let that version of you perpetuate, make decisions for you, create the kind of results that you're not happy with? Or are you going to consciously step into the higher version of yourself? You need to know what that version of yourself looks like. Grab your journal, write it down. In fact, you can pause this video if you really want to take advantage of this. And this is what I got my clients to do. Get your journal, your pen, write down top 3 goals for the year, if you haven't already. Now, next to each goal, why? Why do you want to achieve it? And go deep. For example, if one of your goals is to make twice as much money, your why can't be, so I can enjoy things and buy more things. Okay, but why do you want to do that? Well, so I can do whatever I want. Why do you want to do whatever you want? So I can feel a sense of freedom. So you keep asking why until you get to that deep emotional motivation. After that, you're going to put 3 action steps that you can immediately implement. For example, I'm going to start posting more content. I'm going to do collaborations. I'm going to do public speaking. I'm going to find a public speaking event. Specific actions. Now, none of this matters doesn't matter how much practical advice I give you, if you are unconsciously, and I hope now consciously, addicted to the older version of yourself. And by the way, guys, sometimes when I record these off the top of the head videos, no script, I mean, most of my videos are no script anyway, it's because I'm sharing a process that I'm going through myself. Now, I noticed, what is it? About 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks into January, that I don't feel as energized as I would like. I don't feel like I have the momentum that I would have wanted being 3 weeks into January. Now, there are multiple factors to this. For example, my family visiting from Australia, staying at our house. There was a 2-week break we did in our business at Mind's Eye Status. There was hiring and firing some people in the business. But I'm not going to sit here and use those things as an excuse. Sure, I can look at the context, but all I'm going to focus on are the results that I'm getting and the process that I'm in, because it is the process which will get the results ultimately anyway. This comes back to success principles. So I have become very good at recognizing where I'm falling short. For example, now with my momentum, noticing it, doing something about it. For example, what I did was this morning with my personal coach, I said, Dan, I need to get my routine back on track. I need to get my rituals and my scheduling tightened. He's like, cool. What are we going to do about it? I said, I'm going to put it in my calendar. And right there on the coaching call, put it in my calendar. I do this frequently with my clients as well, by the way. So if you do want to work with a communication coach to elevate your communication skills and also be held accountable for other things so you can level up, you can book a free consultation with us in the description. By the way, we have a free workshop this Saturday. If you're watching this call on the week of the 19th, we have a free workshop, free Q&A. You can find the details on Instagram. I'll put the link below as well. But anyway, there's a reason why I'm doing those free workshops as well, by the way. It's because I realized, I need to do something differently. Let me start giving more free value. YouTube, Instagram, now a free workshop. What is that going to do? That's going to build trust with you guys, and some of you will like it so much where you'll end up buying from us. So you need to be conscious on how you get results. What processes are you putting in? What area of your life is the most detrimental for you? What habit do you have? For me, it was a lack of morning routine. What do? All right. I'm going to put in morning routine in my calendar. That's not enough. What? Why and how have I failed with my morning routines in the past? It was because I slept too late. All right, cool. I'm going to put it in my calendar. Go to bed at 10:30 p.m. Even if I don't fall asleep, I'm going to read in bed until I do fall asleep. Great. That's my boundary. Who am I leaving behind in 2025? Somebody without personal boundaries. I'm sharing my experience as an example for you guys. Expect weekly videos as well moving forward. This is my new office. We just moved houses. It's much more spacious. You can probably notice than my previous one. Moving was busy, as you can imagine. I didn't let the stress get to me. I chose not to be stressed because I know that how we perceive things creates our reality. On that note, it's good to be back on here with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, Comment if you're with me. It'd be nice to know some of you are watching. And let's keep growing. See you soon.